Guido coming at you with the Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. And it is moi, in my Emil 1951 Tier 8 French Premium Auto-Loading Heavy Tank. A version of the Emil 1, but the premium version. It's got 3 shells in its gun. Reloads pretty quickly. It's a little bit faster, slightly less armored. The turret's not as good as the regular Emil 1, the Tech Tree version. We are on Malinovka, and we're headed up the hill. We've got a 252U, a 26E5 to chew through. We've got a Super Pershing and some other mediums that can do some good work up here. Fortunately for us, the Lancet loses his mind and decides he wants to kill the CDC. CDC, for whatever reason, wanted to get up into that bush. I'm not really sure how that worked or what the purpose of that was, but we're absolutely pummeling this poor Lancet. I bounce. What in the heck just happened there? 1 shell, and I go to a reload. So we have the T-26E5 moving up. There are also 2 artillery on both sides. This is a bad position because now we don't own the hill. We do not own the hill, and they have a Object 252. So we're going to have to be careful. CDC lived somehow. Good on him for managing to do that. And now we've got to see if we can somehow take the hill. The Emil 1951 is good for this position. Nice hold down tank. The enemy team did not take advantage and push up to the windmill, which allows us then to take it, and that's huge. The Super Pershing does not push up either, and now I can make a little flank-a-lama ding-dong over here. We're going to come up on the side of the 26E5, and the question is, where is the 252U? So far, no sign of it. I'm just going to come up and get a little bit of a shot on that guy, and then we're going to reload, and we'll finish this dude off. And now we've created a really good advantage, right? This is fantastic. We are in great shape. The Brosk is dead. The 26E5 is dead. The Lancet is dead. All we've lost is a bat chat. We have the hill. This is where the title of the video comes from. So let's just watch how this goes down. Remember, there's 2 artillery, and now we have a bunch of hold down and sniper guys hanging out in the back. And what do you think my team does? What do you think my team does? The question when you win an important position like this is, what do you do with it? What do you do with it? And when there's this much artillery, this many TDs, and they're camping this hard, the answer is not continue pressing into all of their guns down an open hill. But this is what is happening. These guys continue to peek and poke. There's an argument to be made for a couple people keeping them lit so the artillery can have a heyday on these guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like I don't know if the artillery is actually firing right now because I don't see any stun going on them. You'll notice that the 6x6, finally there's a shot that goes in there. The 6x6 is sort of threatening their flank a little bit. And I keep telling them, stop poking. I'm just sitting there going, no, stop doing what you're doing. Stop poking. The WZ is poking, the 44 is poking, the 100-01 is poking. Really all you need to do at this point is hold this spot for a bit and start working other flanks. I see the Su-130 PM trying to move in there, so I'm hoping maybe he will get some spots. It's not the greatest tank for doing that. It would be really nice if either one of our light tanks was alive. Unfortunately, neither one of them is. There goes the 44. Completely predictable. Obviously, the RHMB has shot, so he's moved himself down into the hole. And there goes finally a hit on the 252U. The 100-01 keeps poking. This is a hard one. This is going to be a difficult one to peel them out, but the answer is not to continue poking up over here and getting shredded by artillery and TDs. There's the artillery again. Looks like the WZ finally learned his lesson and stopped doing it. We have a Type, what do we got over here? We've got a Type 59G Pounder who's doing what I'm doing, also a pretty good player, and he will have an important part in winning the game. They've evened it up a little bit to 3-4. The 100-01, I thought he was going to back off, and then he decides to go back in. Problem with him getting lit and moving back towards me is bringing artillery back to me. There's a shot. He gets blapped again. And really what we need now is one of the mediums to do something for us. Unfortunately, the CDC got seen by the 6x6, who has clearly pushed up in from beating the JP2. The 100-01 wants me to follow him. He's got 384 hit points. He continued to poke. While he was lighting stuff, that was not a bad idea. The last 2, there was absolutely no reason. He's not lighting guys anymore. They've turtled up, right? They've holed up. You can on this map go down this. It's hard to see. You can go down this and survive and move into this flat point. The problem is 2 artillery and all these TDs, a good portion of which are up in here. And then if they're high enough over here, they can shoot at you as well. It's just right now is not the time to push in, and we're looking for something like that. We catch somebody out in the open, see if we can't get some shots. As good as the gun depression on this thing is, it's just not quite enough from this position. And I'm thinking, oh, 100-01, did you just get lit again? I'm trying to stay away from him in case he did. They have a T92. That's a problem. It looks like we got the 6x6. That's very good. T92 is obviously a problem down there. People clicking on the corner. I don't know why. The charioteer. Okay, good. There you go. He wrote what it was. The UDES is there. That's good essay. One of them anyway. There's 2 in the game. We just got to be patient. See the 4202 is coming up? That's what I'm waiting for. Let's see if we can get some shots from this guy. Maybe he can light somebody up. Unfortunately, the charioteer dies. Looks like the UDES pushed in. And now we got a problem at our 6 o'clock. And then all of a sudden we see the 252U. Get a shot on this guy. And I turn around and say, ooh, holy cow, where did he come from? Well, he made a push up the hill because he hadn't seen people for a while. And his team was starting to win, so it wasn't a bad move on his part. Unfortunately, we do a little track and no damage. And then another one, and that is painful. And of course, I'm expecting a bombardment at any moment. The type finally gets involved. He comes up. The RHM's actually out in the open pushing. And unfortunately, the 252U takes down the 100-01, and I've got to wait for a reload. I'm sure he figures he needs to get down there and take me down, but he's not going to be able to do it before I reload. We're going to go forward here and try to find this guy. There he goes. He's on a run. That's going to cost me a hit, but I'll take it. Hurts pretty bad. Dude, that guy's got the big gun, of course. Why wouldn't he? 700. Holy cow, 718 with 1 shot. And we'll get on out of there. And that has evened it up a little bit. So we peeked and poked and gave them an advantage. And then they decided once they started getting advantage that they were going to push up on us. And we're able to take them down a little bit. So the 59G sits there, and I'm actually going to switch what I'm doing. And I'm hoping I can get up and over before they actually see me. I don't want them to really know that I've done this. They know I've moved away, but there's no reason to stay down there. The Su 130 PM is moving in. 59G gets a chunk of him, which is nice, and gets him down. There's an arty shot, so that gets him down to 2 shells for me to get rid of him. Well, this is going to cost me right here if the arty can react, but they're probably aiming, and they just hammered the 59G. So here comes this dude. He's not looking. That's very good. Boom. And we put 2 on him. That last one was definitely RNG looking out for me right there. So we got both these guys down. I'm on a reload. I'll click F7 or whatever it is that tells them what the reload is. I guess it's F. Is it F8? It might be F8. They're both 1-shots. You can see the 130 PM. Down goes the RHMB, which is fantastic. Already takes him down. Waiting for my reload. I do have to be careful because I can possibly be 1-shot. Just come out here and see if we can catch this guy. He's got people looking at him from 2 different directions. I see the 59G moving in. That means I need to go. One of us is going to get him. There we go. The 92 is out in the field. The Su 101 is last known on the promontory down there. So I'm going to go ahead and go back into this low ground. Artillery shot at the 59G and he survived, thank goodness. And now I am looking to go down into that spot I talked about. The 130 PM is pushing in. Unfortunately, our 14-5 drowned. I don't know how he managed to do that. And we've got the 4202, myself, the 59G. The Su 101 is definitely problematic. They're getting shots on him, so he's down here. You can see that he's lit, so I'm going to drive into draw distance. Got to wait for this thing to zoom in. Takes a long time, so we drop one on him. That's good. Drop another one, and then for the kill shot, right? No. No kill shot. No kill shot. The 2 artillery are lit. The wild card here really is the T92. 4043 got our 130. That's a soft tank. It really would have been nice if the 4202 was doing the spotting. I've got to wait to reload. I don't want to get seen until I'm reloaded. I'm worried a little bit about the T92. We're down to about 5 minutes. 4202 is down the low spot down there. 59G's pushing in on the artillery. Could be a little problematic because they tend to be behind things here. There you go. So he's kind of in a low ground. So I'm going to try to sneak a shot on him. There we go. We take him down. He's actually down in the water. 59G's looking for a way to get a shot on him without dying. And he just kind of YOLOs in on the dude. And now he's in the water. I think he drowns. There you go. No. Does he drown? I think he... Yes, he drowns. So, artillery kill him, and then he drowns. And that leaves us 3 guys against T92, which actually has pretty damn good spotting and camo. Depending on how we play this, the 4202 is on low hit points. If he can somehow get bushed up against myself and the 4202, we could definitely have trouble. So he's last seen out here in the field somewhere. Oh, there he is. Sees me. Doesn't see the 4202. He's making a runner. RNG is on my side. I thump him. 2,971 with 3 kills. And now he's making a runner. I don't really know why he does this, but he comes up and kind of out into the open for the 4202 to kill him. So he was just trying to get away. Probably would have done a little bit better just to turtle up there for a moment and then go dark and then make a runner. But he doesn't get away, so we end up winning that. But that, you know, please stop pushing bad situations. You know, it's a bad situation that looks good. We won the hill. That's good. You can, if everything's collapsing, push down that hill together. But with what they had, all you had to do is look at how many TDs they had. The fact that the 252 and the Super had fallen back, they were providing lights, and the fact that they had 2 big artillery, that just wasn't the time to push off of that hill. Unless you had a bunch of guys with a lot of hit points, which we didn't. We had a couple guys who were low hit points. We had some slow guys. We didn't have anyone who was going to get very far at all into that forest before the TDs shredded us from every direction, plus the artillery. So just PSA, this is why I'm doing this video, guys, is once you win your flank, stop pushing. If it is a complete Wolfpack swarm, then maybe. But nearly every time, if you're trying to get better at this game, when you win your flank, stop for a moment and see what's going on the rest of the map. And then go somewhere else is probably the 95% solution. And that somewhere else is often another flank or back to your cap or some crossfire, or be patient. Rarely is it that early in the game with that situation and that amount of TDs and enemy tanks left. Rarely does it ever keep pushing. I can't tell you how many games I've seen thrown away like that. Small advantages gained early are important and they can snowball, but you can easily throw away a small advantage by making bad decisions. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for tuning in. See ya.